Welcome back. Today is Thursday, December 18th. I have your 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome back to the page. We get a 12-game NBA slate. It is a full skate day. I am feeling better as well. You gotta love modern medicine. But a 12-game NBA slate, we have a massive stack card. Only one NBA primetime game, and that's Oklahoma City versus the Clippers, 220 over-under, and the biggest spread on the day. I bet NBA TV's kicking themselves having this 17.5 spread game, but they get the SGA versus the Clippers revenge game, so they shouldn't be that mad. And Oklahoma City, after that massive, after losing their second game on the season, this could be a total Thunderdome matchup, but a fun slate of games, and they're all day today. There's no, though, we get one late night game, but we get games from 6 to 8 o'clock, all 11 games from there. We get New York Knicks versus the Pacers, rematch of the last few years, fun NBA playoff matchups, 226 over under. The Knicks, after winning the NBA Cup, are 4.5 point favorites on the road. I bet the Pacers have something they want to say to this Knicks team in this matchup here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers pulled up the upset. After that massive win for the Knicks, we get Atlanta versus Charlotte, two super fun young teams. Trae Young is returning in this matchup, so I'm definitely I'm very interested to see how this Atlanta Hawks team looks, and LaMelo Ball should be playing. So everyone's healthy in this matchup, except for Porzingis in this game, but 240 over-under, one of the highest over-unders on the day. Atlanta, 4.5 point favorite. Miami versus Brooklyn. This is a Fugazi game. This game doesn't exist. 226 in my head. Both these teams are one of the bottom teams in the Eastern Conference, except for Miami. They're kind of up there, but no Tyler Hero in this game. Miami, 6.5 point favorite. Low over-under, one of the lower over-unders on the day, so an interesting game, I would say, just overall. We get Houston versus the Pelicans, 234 over-under. Houston, 9.5 point favorite here on the road. I believe the Pelicans are all healthy. We have everyone playing in this game. And Houston, they get a nice matchup right after this little NBA Cup break to start off their next campaign, the official start of the new season for the NBA around this time of the year. We get Toronto versus Milwaukee, 220 over-under. I think this is the lowest over-under on this on the day. No RJ Barrett, no Giannis still in this matchup. Probably will just be the Kevin Porter show in that matchup. Toronto, 5.5 point favorite. We get Washington versus San Antonio. The battle of the Frenchman, Wemby versus his two French buddies playing in this game. So I'm actually see a motivated Spurs team. 241 over under. Spurs, 14.5 point favorite here at home. I'm definitely interested to see if Wemby will continue to get a minutes bump every game. He played 20 in the first game, returning 24 in the most recent game. Maybe this one he plays a little more uptick, or maybe even starts in this matchup. We get Clippers versus Oklahoma City. Already talked about it. The NBA game, NBA TV game on the day. Detroit versus Dallas. This game is going to be pretty fun, I would have to say. Battle of the number 1 overall picks. Cade Cunningham versus Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag. Detroit, 5.5 point favorite. I bet that game will be a defensive battle. Nice little under matchup. It's good. I'm interested to see how Cooper Flag plays. And Anthony Davis, he should be playing in this game. Last game he was walking away from the smoke. I think in this one he will be playing. Golden State versus Phoenix. This game should be a ton of fun. Stephen Curry has been hot returning from his injury. And Devin Booker, his second game returning from injury too. Always fun to see two of the best scorers go at it. 230 over under. One of the closer spreads on the day. I think it's now Golden State -1 in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix pulled up a little upset in this matchup. We get the Lakers versus the Jazz. 242 over under. I think this is the highest over under on the day. We get 3 games in the 240s here today, and the Lakers are 7.5 point favorites here on the road. I bet the little Keyonte that could has a little question in this matchup. Orlando versus Denver. Actually, pretty fun game. Two of the best teams in both conferences going at it. I'm excited to see Orlando on the road here. 236 over under. Denver, 7.5 point favorite. Jamal Murray versus Desmond Bane. Those two will be going off since Orlando struggles versus the point guard position. Then we get Sacramento versus Portland. Another Fugazi game that just doesn't exist in my head. 237 over under, high over under game, but a 9.5 point spread. That spread's a little too big for me on the road, and I don't think the Kings are any fun to bet on at all. But a 12 game slate, 5 plays here that I'm about to talk about. And before we jump in today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 3-0 in best bets. Man, I'm the duality, 3-0, 0-2, and back to the 3-0. I wouldn't say I'm mad about it, but 3-0 sweep, and it was nice. They were all 1, 2, 3 in a row. Kobe White, he cashed for us, I think, pretty early in the third quarter. Then Dante DiVincenzo, I was not worried. We kind of got lucky with the injury. The injury to Anthony Edwards in that game. But even if you took the new line at 15.5, he cashed that. I was worried. He went to the free throw line in the second quarter to cash the over. Missed both free throws, grabbed the rebound from the missed free throw, and then missed the layup on that. So I was a little nervous for that. And then Jalen Taysom, the whole world was on it, and the whole world cashed. He had an incredible scoring game. He did not rebound at all. He was scoring. I want to say he almost put up 20-plus points just scoring. Can't remember on the top of my head, but that was yesterday. Today's a brand new day. Let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Knicks-Pacers game, rematch of the awesome playoff games. I wish this game was the NBA TV game. And the Knicks, I think they're due for a little back to reality. And Benedict Mathurin, I think he will get back to reality. He's had some bad games in a row. I think Benedict Mathurin bounces back here. So it's going to be Benedict Mathurin to go over 18.5 points, coming minus 118. On FanDuel, the New York Knicks allowed the 13th most points and the 3rd most threes to the small forward position. The New York Knicks, last 15 games, allowed the 12th most points and the 9th most threes to the small forward position. And the New York Knicks, these last 7 games, allowed the 9th most threes to the small forward position. And Mathurin has a good history of getting this over against this Knicks team. Over 2 for his last 3 against this Knicks team, but all 3 of those games were in the playoffs, where he had 20, 23, and then a 4-point game. His last 3 regular season games against the Knicks, he's had 20, 38, and 18 in the most recent game. So in the regular season, 20, 38, 18, nice little baseline of 18-plus points in his last 3 regular season games. He's gone over 3 for his last games, 3 for his last 5 games overall, having 15, 28, 7, and 15 in the most recent game. Last few games, he's been pretty lackluster overall. He's not been the best player, not taking as many shots, and I think he will bounce back because he always steps it up in these big-time matchups overall, averaging 30-plus minutes played per game. Last 5 games, averaging 30-plus minutes these last 5 games, and on the season, when he plays 30-plus minutes, he averages 22.6 points per game, getting you over 78% of the time when he plays 30-plus minutes. Small forwards versus the Knicks, they've had some pretty big games. Slashing forwards, guards have big games. Brandon Ingram, 31. Jaylen Brown, a player comp, I would kind of say he is. Not saying he is Jaylen Brown, but kind of similar play style. 42 points from Jaylen Brown, Giannis 30, Najee Marshall 23, Yami Yaquez 23, and another player I'd similar compared to him, Michael Porter Jr. He had 25 plus points in this game. I have him projected at 21 plus points here. He's going to play a ton of run in this matchup. Close game overall. The Knicks, they kind of struggle with the small forward position, especially the slashing one. Last 3 regular season games, 20, 38, and 18. 3 for his last 5. Benedict Mathurin has us today, so give me Benedict Mathurin to go over 18.5 points, coming minus 118 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play in this Houston-New Orleans Pelicans game. Normally don't like to bet on games with massive spreads, but Sengun here has been a beast from every which way these last 5 games. He's been a monster. He has a great matchup here. Pelicans struggle versus the center position, so give me Alperen Sengun to go over 21.5 points, coming minus 130 on FanDuel. The Pelicans allowed the 8th most points to the center position. The Pelicans, these last 15 games, allowed the 7th most points to this center position. And then the last 7 games, they allowed the 8th most points to the center position. So they've been struggling to defend the centers all season long. And now they get Sengun, who's been a wagon. Over 5 for his last 5 games, averaging 28.2 points per game. Last 5 games, he's had 27, 31, 28, 22, and then 33 in the most recent matchup here. And he's kind of been very consistent against this Pelicans team. Only over 2 for his last 4, but 20 with the last 4 games, him having 23, 10, 22, and then 20 in the most recent game. But that was last year. They have yet to play this year. Sengun, who's been a monster overall. Over 7 for his last 10 games, averaging 24.7 points per game. In every game in December so far, 31, 28, 22, and 33 points in the month of December. He has been balling. out. Talking about my little 2K hot zones, I love to talk about the Pelicans allowed the 29th most points at the net. So in front of the rim in Sengun, he takes nearly 36% of his shots. He likes to get in that little post, do a little step post hook move. He has a great opportunity to do that a ton in this game. I have it projected here at 27 plus points. I think he is a monster game. And centers versus the Pelicans have had some monster games too. Claxton, 14. Rudy Gobert, ×2, 15 and 26 on this Pelicans team. Naz Reid as well, ×2. He had 19 and 18. DeAndre, 8 and 22. Zach Edey, 21. And then Kristaps Porzingis had 30 on them. He has a great matchup here. Pelicans allowing the 8th most points to the center position. 5 for his last 5, 7 for his last 10. He's going to make it 6 for his last 6. It's going to be Alperen Sengun to go over 21.5 points. Going to minus 130 on FanDuel. Jumping to my third play here. Going to change it up a little bit. I so badly want to take Jamal Murray in this Orlando versus Denver. His point total is at 25. I have him projected at 26. I think Jamal Murray will have a great game here, but I'm going to the center position. Anytime Nikola Jokic is at home and you can get plus money for him to get a triple-double, I'm all over it. So give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double coming at plus 103 on DraftKings. Orlando allows the 5th most rebounds to the center position these last 7 games. Orlando, the last 15 games, allow the 9th most rebounds to the center position. And Nikola Jokic in this matchup has gotten a triple-double, 3 for his last 4 games with the triple-double against Orlando. And 2 straight against them overall. 64% hit rate at home this season, averaging 0.6 of a triple-double. Overall, over 3 for his last 5 home games with the triple-double, with 2 straight triple-double games at home. And the most recent game versus Orlando at home, you guessed it, he had a triple-double in this matchup. Last 5 games, he's been averaging 8 assists per game with 17 potential assists per game. He's only gone under 10 assists 2 times at home this season, all with the under. And then the one worry I would be having with him is rebounds. Rebounds haven't been the same, only averaging 8 rebounds per game these last 5, but now he has a great rebounding matchup. Again, Orlando allowing the 5th most rebounds to the center position. So today he gets a great rebounding matchup here. Orlando versus some big passing centers have given up some big passing assist games overall. Vucevic had 5 assists when he was only projected 2. Draymond Green had 6 when he was projected to only have 5. Sengun had 8 when he was projected to have 6. Okongwu had 3 when he was projected 2. So some passing centers have had some nice assist games against this Orlando Magic team. I have him projected a triple-double. I have him doing 20, 13, and 11 here today. I think he has another triple-double on the menu at home. 64% hit rate. High over-under game, 236 over-under. Orlando, they've been pretty good overall, keeping this game close. If I was worried about rebounds, he has a great rebounding matchup. He's been assisting like no other at home. Only 2 games under 10 assists at home. 64% hit rate at home. So give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double coming in at plus 103 on DraftKings. Jumping to my 4th play of the day in this Lakers Jazz game, 242 over under. Lakers 7.5 point favorite here. And this guy has played the Lakers 2 times this season, and he's murdered this over 2 times in a row. He has the ups, he has the downs, but today is going to be an up and up game. So give me Keyonte George, the little Keyonte that could, to go over. Nope. I think it's over to score 35 plus points, rebounds, assists, coming to minus 134 on DraftKings. Definitely have to go to the over-under and then just scroll 1 over for the 35-plus PRAs. But we're on the PRAs here. The Lakers allowed the 9th most assists and the 6th most threes to the point guard position. The Lakers, these last 15 games, allowed the 13th most points, 10th most assists, and the 12th most threes to the point guard. 13th most points, 10th most assists, 12th most threes to the point guard position. In the last 7 games, they're allowing the 7th most threes to the point guard position. He has gone over 3 for his last 3 against this Lakers team. With the last 3 games, he's had 37, 46, and 40. 46 and 40 were both of those games this season. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 games overall, averaging 36.6 PRAs. With the last 5 games, him having 44, 22, 16, 53, and 48. So he has those highs of highs, and then he has those lows of lows. Over 7 for his last 10 games overall. With those 7 overs that he had in his last 10, all were at 40 plus PRAs. But again, the low of lows, those 3 unders, he had 22, 16, and then 3 PRAs. Yes, a 3 PRA game. He has the duality of the boom boom and the bust bust, but I think today is the boom. 57% hit rate at home, averaging 33 PRAs. Last 10 games, nearly 20 potential assists and rebound chances per game, so we love that. And PGs versus Lakers have had some massive games. Maxey, 44. Derek White, 30. Jeremiah Fears, 26. Ryan Nembhard, 23. James Harden, 43. And then the little Keyonte that could, 40 PRAs. I have him projected at 38 points, rebounds, assists in this matchup here. He's gone over 3 for his last 3 against this Lakers team. 242 over under. Should be a pushing pace game. So give me Keyonte George to go up to score 35 plus points, rebounds, assists, coming to -134. On DraftKings to jump into my 5th and final play of the day in this Golden State Warriors Phoenix Suns matchup. 230 over under. Golden State 1.5 point favorite. And Devin Booker, returning from injury, looked good. The Suns team has steadily played better these last few games, and I think Devin Booker has a great matchup, great history against this Golden State Warriors team. So give me Devin Booker to go over 24.5 points, coming -120. On FanDuel, the Golden State Warriors allowed the 4th most points to the point guard position. Golden State Warriors, these last 15 games, allowed the 9th most points to the point guard position. And the Golden State Warriors, these last 7 games, allowed the 4th most points to the point guard position. And Devin Booker has cooked in this matchup in prior matchups. Over 7 for his last 8, averaging 29.8 points per game, with the last 5 games him having 38, 21, 31, 27, and 32 in the most recent matchup this season. Or the 38 was the most recent matchup this season, my bad. He's only got this over 1 for his last 4, but the most recent game when he returned from injury, played 30 plus minutes, scored 27 plus points, shot 7 for 17 from the field, took the most shots on this team, took 16 free throw attempts. So he's getting to the free throw line here. When he takes 17 plus shots when he takes 15 plus shots in a game this season, he gets the over 69% of the time, averaging 28 points per game. Returned from injury, played 30 plus minutes, 54% hit rate at home this season, averaging 26 points per game. Overall, returning from injury, he played 31 plus minutes in that game. On the season, when he plays 30 plus minutes in a game, he gets the over 56% of the time here. And point guards versus Golden State have had some massive games. Shaedon Sharpe, 35. Dante DiVincenzo, 21. Garland, 17. Maxey, 35. SGA, 38. Fears, 16. Shepard, 31. Keyonte George, 28. And De'Aaron Fox, 24 plus points here. I think Devin Booker has a massive game here. I've projected at 27 plus points in this game. So give me Devin Booker to go over 24.5 points, coming -122 on FanDuel. And those are my 5 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your best bet in the NBA today. Shout out to you, Josho, in the comments section. 2 straight bangers with the Naz Reid over points, rebounds. It was sweat-free, cashed in the 3rd quarter. You gotta love it. But we got 5 brand new plays here. We have Devin Booker, 25 plus points. We have Keyonte George, 35 plus PRAs. Nikola Jokic, triple-double. Sengun over 21. And Benedict Mathurin to kick us off, over 18.5 points. Let me know down below what's your best bet. I always love to tell you guys in the comments section. And while you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. Makes me know you like the content. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.